Hi, in this video I take a look at the user interface for the Keysight msox3034t in comparison with the Roden short. So let's jump right into, let me move the camera. There's the flat out comparison. You can see my Roden shorts. Let me see if I can focus. There we go. So the Roden Schwartz features a slightly larger display, but it looks a little bit more larger, I guess. There's this little button down here that says menu, and when you click it, all manner of stuff pops out. So the real estate on the Keysight on the Roden Schwartz is really well utilized, and I've talked about this in a couple of other videos as well. Oops, let me go set the camera up a bit, and there we go. So it's a longer menu, so you can drag it up and down. It's not as responsive as one would hope, but it's got all the information that you need. Horizontal trigger, so the menu is kind of well designed, I'd say. The information on the top is, capture, stop capture, the time base, the sampling rate. If I click this button here, hold on. There we go. So where is it? Position and all that stuff. Where's the trigger? It's set to minus 960 millivolts, for example. Annotation, if I want to annotate this, there's a menu that pops up about, let me draw a red line, and this is doing that. I can go back into the annotation menu, and I can paint that, and it'll just delete that. I can move stuff up and down. The user interface kind of just feels more refined. Everything is accessible, other than the fact that this little box here is the only thing that does vertical scale for all channels. If you're doing just one channel, great. If you're doing 4 at the same time, switching between channel 1 and 2 and then doing that kind of takes a little bit of time to get used to. But overall, the controls are the demarcation between, this is a cluster of 6 buttons, there's a cluster of another buttons and all that. So the clustering of the buttons themselves makes the user interface and the user experience really, really good. Let's jump right down into the Keysight. Okay, that's the. So let me see if I can level it. There we go. Now, the main menu for the Keysight is not obvious. It's right there, right? So there's a main menu, there's a bunch of other menus, and everything. The buttons, if you look at them, the touch menu is, of course, less intuitive for particularly me. I couldn't really distinguish between what are these left buttons, and then is it a button associated with the menu item. Then I look at the button clusters, and there's no real clustering of the buttons, so I have to kind of read every label to understand where each belongs. So for me personally, the buttons are usable, but it takes a little bit of time to get used to. Okay, so the points for user interface definitely go to Roden Schwartz. I would really appreciate if somebody at Keysight would take a little bit of more time. Look at these little buttons. I have big buttons. There's a little menu. Hold on. Click there. Click that. Click that little thing there, and then another pops out, another menu and all that. So these buttons over here would have been a little bit of a better situation. I don't need buttons down there. Again, it goes to personal preference, but the user experience for me was a little better for the Keysight. It could have been a little better, actually a much better. So I don't know. That's just my opinion. Okay, and another video I'll take a look at using the menus and all that. After a while I got used to it, but initially it was a little bit of a hurdle to get past. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.